Wait,
Hey, calm down, man.
I can just leave and then you won't stream.
You're being a negative Nancy,
Livid.
James.
Yeah, you know what?
Negative, no.
I don't think Tom's negative. I think you're
Livid.
negative.
We're sick of your shit, James.
Fucking had enough, mate.
I've had enough of it.
Right. So, should we introduce ourselves?
Yes.
What? So no,
Who's
Angus
done?
is to
Angus
start.
is done.
I'm sorry, what?
We're
Oh, you
doing
fucking
it.
idiot.
Now.
Do the thing!
Hello.
People!
And
Welcome.
This is AIDS.
Right, well, you've broken the system.
You've broken-
We're
you've
not.
broken-
We're
you've broken the fucking chain.
You've already broken the
Say,
system.
fuck's sake.
Might just mute Angus and just do the three of us.
No.
Alright,
sure.
that's fine.
No, I'm not going to do that.
No, don't do that. Right, Angus, go again.
Hello.
People.
And
Welcome.
To.
The.
Pudwunk. Robin.
Oh, it's me.
That was so shit. That's
Where
not
we
good
talk
again.
and you wank.
Oh shit.
Get your game faces on. Prepare your penises.
For the
Oh
fourth
yeah, yeah.
installment.
Do you want to? We
Let's get this bread.
should probably first say rest in
Oh, I
peace,
see.
Adam.
That is the wrong background.
Yeah, yeah.
He's no longer with us.
Didn't happen.
No, he's. We've had the funeral.
This will actually seem like a really awful joke if he does die. He's really ill.
yeah. Yeah, but like he'll be happy in heaven that we laughed at him dying.
Exactly.
So that's fine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
just really ill, so he's
I
not
can't
honest.
wait till the
Yeah, no.
funeral.
Mm-hmm.
No,
To be
we
fair, I'll
could've
message
made
him
it
now
like
and ask if I can have
better,
half of his
but
stuff.
didn't.
Can I have the other half?
Yeah, sure.
I'll have
Just
a quarter
spill.
of that half.
Wait. If you have a quarter of both of our half, does that mean you get a half? Nah, that's
I know I have
fine.
Adam on Snapchat. What's going on?
Adlam the Holy Man.
Maybe he
Oh, yeah.
deleted his accounts in preparation for
Guys,
death.
check out Adlam's music. Meh.
Adam makes sick beats.
Right.
Check him out.
Personally, I haven't actually checked him out.
Are they
No.
his, or does he just repost them?
He like sings over him, like raps,
Oh, does he?
poetry, kind of.
Really?
Yeah.
He raps poetry.
I don't know what to call it.
Poetry.
SMH my head. Right.
He's sick like that.
So,
This
shall
is the
we-
Pudwunk time.
shall we start like actually talking about things?
Yes, we should.
What kind of things do you want to talk about? That?
So, I want to talk
What's
about.
the deal with airline food?
Sure. What is the deal with airline food? Like, why can't they actually cook proper things?
Because they're in space. They don't have
They're
air.
in-
Yeah, there's no air up there.
No, but like, what's stopping them from having an oven on board?
Fire.
Lock the door.
Oh, the fire's just like, oh, I ain't got a key. I'm stuck. You don't.
No, I know. I more meant it wouldn't. The fire wouldn't happen unless someone tried to get in there and cause it. Right. Let's be honest. No one. The people on the stewardesses and shit. No, stewards and stewardesses. I'm not misogynistic.
Actually, it's just Stuart.
The thing is, like, if
Well,
a
no,
terrorist wants to bring down an airliner, all they have to do.
Who the fuck's steward?
We haven't used gender specific job titles since like the 1980s, James.
Who the fuck is steward?
The problem with that though is that
Who is
if a
what and what
terrorist,
is he doing?
No, yeah, I'm sure if he was determined enough,
Oh,
he'd
mate.
manage to get in. Like, because if he's a terrorist, he's probably got a gun, right?
They're
if
on
a terrorist
also-
wanted to bring down an
also-
airliner, all they have
I'm
to
kind
do
of-
is get up from their seat, walk down the aisle, and knock over the spaghetti. They've brought down the plane. Everybody dies in a fire.
But like, if you just say you feel like you're about to have a heart attack, they just land at the nearest place.
Mm,
What do you mean?
well, if
You
you're
can't
over the
always land.
fucking Pacific Ocean,
Yeah.
then
Like, you can't really land in the ocean.
Just on like an island, isn't it?
just
on
throw
like
them
an
out.
island. So there's like a 10 meter by 10 meter island, Billy. You're gonna land
Or
an
like an
airliner.
aircraft carrier. They're about.
Get a jumbo jet to land on a military aircraft carrier.
Yeah,
That would
Easy
not
enough.
work.
an Airbus. Yeah,
It's easily done.
yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
It's happened
Easily.
before
With ease.
with ease.
I mean, they can land it on a runway and see no reason why they can't land it on an aircraft carrier. It's the same thing, just in the ocean.
They probably could. That's the thing. They are designed
Of course they
for
can.
things to land.
Did you
in.
know? Did you
No.
know there's not enough landing space for all the planes that are in the sky? for all the
Really?
planes in the world. So if every plane had to land, there wouldn't be enough room for them.
What
That's
about
crazy.
9/11 though? Everything landed.
Oh well, Robbie, there probably would be
No,
enough room.
everything
for them,
didn't land. Things had to stay up because there wasn't enough room.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. The
Wait,
more you know.
what? Wait, did they stop all
might-
flights during 9/11? It's kind of stupid.
I think everything
Yeah,
landed.
yeah. Because
That's kinda
they,
stupid.
All
they
the
did,
planes that landed. It's
Like,
especially into and out of America.
I know.
Yeah,
but,
only in
like,
America.
But what? That doesn't make sense. The building's already fallen down.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
But
there were multiple planes.
Going to be
Yeah.
another attack.
one crashed into the Pentagon as well, James. It wasn't just the
Yeah.
tower.
Really?
or did it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or did it?
Or did it?
Or
Did we
it was
see
Bill
it? No, I
Gates.
didn't see it. Wasn't
was
there?
Bill
It didn't
Gates.
happen.
It's actually not
9/11 couldn't have been an inside jobs because the planes couldn't fit inside.
Fuck's sake.
To be fair
They
though,
were on the outside.
The
How do we
Pentagon
feel
is
about
an
it?
actual
Do we-
Pentagon.
you know it's got like food courts and stuff in it. It's good.
The Pentagon.
Yeah.
Are you saying they just wanted a McDonald's?
No, yeah, Taco Bell.
I mean,
Get that sweet.
I'd crash a plane for a Taco Bell.
I've never
to be
had
fair.
Taco Bell.
Oh, it's
Neither,
bang.
neither have I.
It's
I've,
so
I've heard that
good.
it's good though.
It's
Yeah.
so good.
One day we'll find out.
One day.
Should
Yeah, to be fair.
Come on, lads, trip to
That's a lie.
lads trips. Fuck, I can't talk. Lads trip to Las Vegas.
Yeah,
It's hella
honestly,
dead, Dad.
Let's do it. Let's
It's
do it.
hella
Let's do
dead.
it.
One day.
Especially for someone of our age.
Yeah.
Oh, to
how-
be fair. you
No,
gotta
not
be
now.
21.
But like next
You'll
year,
be
When we're
21.
21.
we're having lads to Amsterdam.
Amsterdam, yeah.
Next
Yeah,
year.
no, we're definitely doing that. We are doing that.
No,
You
yeah,
say
I'm up for
you
that.
say
I'm up
no,
for
I'll beat you up.
Go to
how,
the red light district.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
how do I go?
Also,
How do I go
Discuss.
out of moderator mode?
You are a
You're
moderator
finishing it.
and you stay
Restart
there.
your PC.
Alt F4.
oh, F4. Yeah.
Delete system
Really?
32.
I have to completely.
No, you don't. You
But
dummy.
why can't I go out of moderator mode on the Pudwunk?
It's
Because you have system
bottom
32.
left. Bottom left, mate. Bottom left.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Hmm.
Oh, I did it. Yeah. Got me.
Good job, James.
Right, so yeah, we're talking about airline food. We didn't actually talk about the food.
No, we didn't say much.
So what's the deal about airline food?
I don't think I've ever had a proper meal on a plane.
I shared a panini
Wow.
on my way back. It
I've
wasn't
had some good food.
dreadful.
I mean, the
Definitely.
school canteen food's probably worse.
Yeah, I agree.
The
Oh,
bread's made of rubber. It's
But like,
just charred rubber.
apparently, like stuff tastes different up there because like
It
the
does.
air and your
Yeah.
taste buds. Yeah.
Really?
It
Yeah.
definitely does.
I mean, it affects the alcohol, obviously.
Yeah.
How?
Wait, does it?
Yeah, that's why you're not allowed to bring alcohol onto flights, and they don't sell you that much while you're up there.
What is it?
Because
Why?
you get less oxygen, I assume.
I can't remember what it was
It's-
exactly, but because you're higher up and there's less pressure, the alcohol has a
But
more
no,
effect.
I
think
don't
that was it
understand
anyway.
this. Can I just say I don't understand
That's
this?
cool.
They literally pressurize the cabin so you don't eat shit and die.
Not to sea level. There's,
Oh really?
I think it's like
How many
60%.
pascals?
0.6. Well, not 6.
0.6.
That's very low. That's
Nice.
60,000. I don't know.
Okay,
I
that's
think-
actually
I think
that's
it's
so much
60%
less.
It's 60% of. I
Right.
think.
Yeah. Okay. That's actually so much less. Oh my word! How- I didn't know humans could like live in that lower thing.
Oh no, it's far lower.
Really?
Yeah, in cabin altitude on like sea level is about 11.3 psi. At cruising altitude, it's 3.3 psi.
What?
Oh my
Really?
word! That's
So
crazy.
it's about 30% of.
That
I mean,
is-
as you're going up, your ears pop, so there must be some kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
largest
knew there was
change.
some difference. I just didn't know why. Because surely, if you're trying to keep the pressure the same, you should keep the pressure the same. Like what?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then the plane would be too heavy, you know.
No, that actually makes sense, really.
But no,
You laugh, but that does make sense.
Air is surprisingly heavy.
it
Yeah.
is, yeah.
As is water.
Yeah.
You know, a meter cubed of water is a ton.
Yeah.
Madness.
Like,
boy.
But yeah, Angus, you were right. When alcohol is present in the blood, it interferes with hemoglobin's absorption of oxygen. So higher altitudes, less oxygen. So
That was just a stab in the dark.
I didn't know that.
yeah,
I
mad
didn't know that.
stuff.
Oh my god! I thought it just like bummed your brain. But man,
The more you know.
the more you know.
Indeed.
So, had any bad run-ins with cabin food?
I've never been on a commercial aircraft, so
Really?
Maybe not.
I've never had. I mean, I'm a fussy eater, so cabin food never really does it for me.
Hmm.
So I normally have to buy the stuff in the book, like Maltesers, and just feed off them for the flight.
Oh, I see.
I don't think I've ever had a bad experience with airline food, but I went on a school trip in like year 9, and we were on a plane to Slovenia, and like the guy who's in the safety thing, like we were all taking the piss, like, and we were like copying his actions, like it was Simon Says.
You guys are pricks.
And then the teacher made us apologise to him.
I mean, that's fair enough. That's not very nice. Not very nice person. Robert, you're horrible. Robert, you hate people.
Why?
You're
Why wasn't it very
disgusting.
nice? Why wasn't it very nice?
I mean, he's just trying to do his job, man.
Yeah,
It's,
we're
it's
just
like,
trying to.
it's like
have
getting
fun.
it's like getting into an argument with a McDonald's worker. It's like they're just
No,
trying
that doesn't
Just
annoy
a
me
bit.
too.
Sorry, Robbie.
That doesn't annoy me when people
Yeah,
do that. Yeah.
it's like, why are you beefing them?
They're not
Just
the people
leave
that
them
do
alone.
anything. They're just there to do their job
Yeah,
and
they're
pass
not-
down what other
not,
people
it's,
do.
automated
it's not in
robot.
their contract to act like they're happy. I mean, they're a
Yeah.
minimum wage worker, and they're
So-
doing the same shit every day. Of course, they're unhappy.
What
Some
what
people
can they
like their jobs
say?
like that, though.
What's the limitations on what McDonald's worker can say? If someone's being a prick, can I say that?
Probably not.
No.
You'd just be
no.
asked to kindly remove yourself from the store.
Can I not say that, but like infer it?
Possibly. I mean, you have to like. It's always the customer's always right thing, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but unless they're a dickhead.
You still have to do it.
Fair
Well,
enough.
to be fair, like you like punched a woman, and
Yeah, I slaughtered her in cold blood with my hand.
so you know the line is definitely behind roundhouse kicking a woman in the face.
Yeah. I am aware of that.
Roundhouse Rochelle.
Round as for shell, drinker of souls. So,
Yes, dude.
shall we talk about my theory to terraform Mars?
Okay.
Sure,
Right.
James, that
So
sounds absolutely
Take it away, lad.
I've had this theory for so long. I was just like, why don't we just do this? Like with all our money, like.
All our money that's gone to shit because of the economy.
Yeah. So, right. So, you know Mars, yeah. You know how it can't.
aware,
Like,
I'm aware.
have, do you
Wait,
know it
there's
personally?
Mars? What's Mars?
You know how it can't hold much of an atmosphere because it's like a small thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, right.
Let's just make it bigger.
Asteroid
Make it
belt.
bigger, bro.
Asteroid belt. Throw rocks into Mars. Yeah.
Right.
Make it big enough, probably bigger than Earth, so it can have more of an atmosphere, and so it can trap more gases and have a bigger greenhouse effect. And then that'll warm it up, right?
Right.
And once it's warmed up, get a bit of water on there, just water it like a plant, and bang, you've literally got Earth.
Water the entire country like a plant.
Yeah,
But how are you going to fire
You need
asteroids
seeds.
at-
You need
spaceships, Robbie, spaceships.
Just
Wait,
spaceships.
big
How-
shit.
So what, you're just going to ram spaceships into asteroids into Mars?
No, you baboon. Just,
then?
just like get a claw and grab the asteroid.
Yeah, it's called orbital rendezvous, Robbie. Jeez.
Yeah. Just oh my god! Right.
Right.
So we get a bunch of spaceships, yeah,
Right.
and we go pick up Mercury, yeah.
Okay.
We
Just pick it up,
and we
yeah?
all whack it into Mars, yeah,
Yeah.
and then bang, you've got a pretty. I'd say that's Earth-sized.
Unless,
Oh, the
you know,
moon.
Mercury
You
just
could-
like
you could throw the
completely
moon into Mars.
incinerates it.
What are you on about?
You know, you're
No,
kind of
no.
throwing a planet at another planet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have
Make
you
a
never
bigger-
played Universe Sandbox 2?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, come on.
Well, what happens if you throw a planet into a planet?
They fucking explode.
Okay.
Yeah.
But just like leave it for a bit, and then it stops exploding. Right?
Right.
No.
What do you mean no?
I'm just agreeing to disagree here.
Well, it wouldn't explode.
Look,
It would
look,
just get very hot.
Look, I thought my theory was cool, right? I'm just obviously you guys aren't as woke as me.
The thing I was
guess we
thinking
can
was,
move on.
I heard that greenhouse gases, if we were to take all the shit that we pump out on Earth and just like do that on Mars instead, if we were to have all that pollution on Mars instead, it would actually have a greenhouse gas that would terraform it.
Yeah. Why don't we just do that?
Just do
Get
that.
a massive pipeline from
Yeah, so
Mars.
It's just like Robbie's theory again.
Who's that rich fella? Who's that rich fella? Elon Musk, yeah?
Elongated.
Right,
Elongated musket.
Muskrat.
That should be his next plan.
I think
Terraform Mars.
Should he stop creating anime girls?
Probably. I mean,
I think everyone who's
to be
currently
fair.
doing that should stop doing that.
but like to
there's
be fair,
one thing the
Robbie,
world doesn't need is
Anime
anime
girls.
cat girls.
I don't. What do you mean? Like to be fair, anime cat girls though.
To be fair,
To be fair,
when
Robbie,
they
anime
got a
cat
little
girls.
package down there, you know.
Yeah, we've already got those, Robbie. Just go to Thailand.
Oh, to be fair, that's just Thailand.
That's from Thailand. We could do that world whatever it's called, world tour, world challenge. Is it called world
Oh
challenge?
God, world challenge.
What?
Wasn't
What's Nepal?
Yeah, it was based in Nepal, wasn't it?
Nepal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's 2 weeks.
And it was very expensive as well.
And it's
Yeah.
not Thailand.
Well, no, but it's close enough.
It's to the no what?
where is Nepal?
Nepal's in, like,
It's near India.
Yeah, so is
Yeah,
Thailand.
near Italy.
Naples
What-
is in Italy.
Nepal,
Oh.
Nepal distance.
Thailand's
to
like
Thailand.
near Malaysia, isn't it?
Yeah, Thailand's
Oh
like
yeah, it is
It's like
actually.
halfway.
It is
China.
actually pretty far.
Very far away.
It's actually pretty far, to be fair. I mean, I thought they were quite close.
you're obviously wrong there.
Yeah.
I guess,
You're obviously an idiot.
Obviously.
obviously. I mean, if you think, but like think about it. Like, immigrants probably travel further than that because it says here too.
over
What?
many years.
What
point
are you
does that
talking
make?
about? What?
Like,
Prove of that point.
if immigrants can do it, we can do it. Like, isn't
But-
the entire conservative point that we're
Yeah, but
better
they
than
take like
Muslims?
months and travel between countries and work in each country. Is a lad's trip really worth like relocating and getting a new job in like corner shop or something?
Plus, they've got a motive to leave.
Yeah, exactly.
We
So
don't.
do we.
Yeah,
Anime cat girls.
Chinese.
Anime cat girls and getting
Oh, shit.
bummed
Why
by
can't I hear it?
fucking getting
What happened
pegged.
there? Hello.
What?
Oh. James is being
Oh.
attacked.
Oh, hello. So, sorry,
Ridge
my
James
headphones died real quick. I'm back though. So
James down. James down.
James down.
James down.
James up.
So
It's
I've-
too late. It's too
so-
late. We'll give up on him.
I've decided that we should talk to our chat more.
Yeah.
You've
And-
decided that, have you?
You've decided that after
Yeah.
telling me to not consult.
Not communicate.
Yeah, not
We've only
communicate.
got
So-
Thomas Becco though.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. Tom's a lad. So he says that how would we get the gases there? So right, big tanks of gas, yeah, and then so you know how I don't know, like propane tanks or stuff. Just put gases in there, compress them,
Right.
ship them over to Mars, and just kind of like release the valve.
Do you
So
know
as
how
soon
much
as-
volume
as soon
of
as-
gas is in an atmosphere?
Yeah,
It's about a fuck ton.
yeah, a metric fuck ton. Yeah, just okay. That's fine. Like, I mean, look, I'm not the scientist here. This isn't my job to.
You're gonna have some
Figure this
pretty
out.
big tanks to carry that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark II Challenger ones. So
And then we gotta wait for like I think it's
And-
every 4 years. There's a
how do you usually transfer gases
Actually, no, it's-
across?
once
How do you usually
Pipes.
transfer big
Pipes.
lot?
Meiosis.
Pipes.
Meiosis.
Difficult.
Yeah,
Meiosis.
I mean,
I swear that's
Meiosis.
I swear that's when a cell
It is
goes into four.
4. Yes. I think you mean osmosis,
Yeah.
the obvious way of transporting gas.
Ah, yes.
Osmosis. Isn't that from like stuff moves
biology.
for a permeable.
Osmosis is
it is the net
permeable
movement
membrane.
of a solution
Water.
diffusion
from
really.
Water.
through a
permeable
semi-permeable membrane
It's water.
from an area of
High
high
water.
solid concentration
Yeah.
to a low
It's only about
concentration.
water.
And it is
Water
water.
can be a gas.
Yeah, so it would be
Water
diffusion.
can be a gas.
Water can be a gas.
Yeah, but when it is a gas, it would be
It's
diffusion.
diffusion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
Still
diffusion?
osmosis.
Diffusion's just like
Just like
The movement
spreading out things.
gases from high concentration.
James, how do you know? Were you there?
I was there when it was taught to me. Yes.
Yeah, but were you there when osmosis
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah.
Yes, it's happening inside me now.
The first osmosis.
Yeah. Osmosis.
Osmosis.
I'm just trying to think how could you transfer lots of gases to the right place?
I mean,
So-
tanks would be the only way, or unless
We
we
could
manage
teleport
to
it.
turn something
Why
on the
would-
surface.
Yeah, but that's only been done with like
Why
very
would we
few
use
amounts of atoms.
tanks?
I've
We're
got an
not
idea.
We're not fighting the gas. Why would we use tanks?
I already made this joke, Robbie.
Actually.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
What were you going to say, Dylan?
So, you know, like Mars has the ice caps on the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's water ice and carbon dioxide ice. So, what do you call it?
So
Ultra
what?
carbon
What's
dioxide.
solid carbon dioxide?
Did you say
Dry
water
ice.
ice?
Yeah, water ice and dry ice.
Oh,
Right.
water ice and dry ice. I see. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
So, what if we just heat that up and boil it? Would there be enough to form the atmosphere? Because gas expands, remember?
I don't think there would, if I'm quite honest, because
I mean,
doesn't.
there's a lot of volume to fill.
Yeah,
But
and also
gases expand when you heat them up. So
They
a bit
do.
of
Would it
solid would...
expand enough though?
I'm sure there's actually something on this. Let's search it up.
No. But like, have you seen those things where people get like a glass jar and then they make their own like ecosystem in a glass jar?
Oh yes, I love those.
No, actually, I haven't.
And
Talk to me about it.
well, basically they get a glass jar and then they like go down to like a river or something. And then they put in some of like the pond water and like some of the dirt and like a couple of like the wildlife.
Is that what
and-
you want when you become a worm?
Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly what. No, I just want a cardboard box.
Okay, I mean that was my original plan.
Yeah.
For-
And then the
can I
ecosystem
explain
like,
this?
grows in the glass jar.
So for the viewers, in the pre-com today, Robbie asked me if I still loved him if he was a worm,
Sorry, God.
and I said I did,
So stupid.
and I'd put him in a box, and I'd keep him, and yeah. Sorry, that's just why I asked him if he wanted to be like a worm. Sorry, Karen Robbie. So
Side note.
Side note.
And then like the ecosystem in the jar like sustains itself.
Really, it sustains
And,
itself.
and it becomes its own ecosystem, yeah.
Because the
That's really interesting.
the
Do you reckon it
oxygen
would last
from
long?
the plants feeds the
Hmm.
organisms. That some of them are like
Would it
people
last
keep
forever,
them
though?
going for like years or
Yeah,
months.
ages, yeah.
They keep them going for quite a long time. You just need to manage all the chemicals right, really.
Yeah. It's sick. It's sick.
So you couldn't just leave it.
Why don't we just
Well, yeah,
do
you
that
can,
with
but-
Mars?
Sorry.
The objective is to just like not open the jar ever. Just leave it sealed and hopefully have it
That's
sustain
pretty cool.
itself.
That's
A
pretty cool.
lion's gonna breed there eventually, and it's just a mini lion, and it's just gonna.
Yeah. So like evolution would occur over
Yeah.
Oh,
enough
I
time,
see.
and then there'd be like a little lion. Yeah. Angus isn't wrong.
Because
Yeah.
of course something would evolve into a lion when it's underwater.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because
There
that's
are
just
water
a...
lions.
Water lions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sea lions.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, of course.
So why don't we just do the glass jar thing, but with Mars? Like, we just whack it in a glass jar, put a little bit of
live in
like
there.
pond water in there, a couple little flies, leave it like 10 years, see what happens.
See what happens.
So back to the ice caps thing.
Right, okay.
I think because I just thought of a new point. So the whole reason Mars doesn't have an atmosphere is because it's so small.
Yeah.
So heating those ice caps up isn't going to increase Mars's mass,
No, but
No.
make it
which
bigger.
means that
It will probably reduce it because the atmosphere gets stripped by the sun.
Yeah, exactly. Which means it wouldn't even be kept there.
But like, if you
no,
could,
because it would be kept there. It's just because the core is not liquid, so there's no magnetosphere. I think the core's not liquid, or it's not got metal in it or something, iron even.
Wait, so would magnets not work on Mars?
I thought it was the ozone layer
No, compasses wouldn't. Magnets would.
No, because like solar flares.
Yeah.
The only thing that protects our atmosphere from getting stripped away is the magnetosphere of Earth.
Oh right.
So like,
okay,
yeah.
So, how do we make Mars have a magnetosphere?
If the core is iron, then we heat it up.
Okay. Make it a big magnet.
What is Mars core? Wait, Mars core Slayer key. What does that even mean? Right, Mars core. It's got a liquid. Wait,
I don't know.
Scientists say Mars has a liquid iron core.
Yeah.
Iron core.
So Mars.
Does Mars
what's it called again?
have
what's
a magnetosphere?
Magnetosphere.
Yeah.
Facts
does
about
not
Mars
have an intrinsic global magnetic field, but so the wind directly interact.
Does not have. Okay, that's an order.
Formation of.
Why doesn't Mars?
Yeah, why doesn't it? Oh, maybe it's not spinning or something.
Why don't we just make our own planet instead of like boring with this terraform a new one?
Oh, hold on. Yeah. Is the magnetosphere on Earth caused by convection currents in the core?
Oh, so is the quote unquote molten core just like really? It's like the
I suppose it's just sitting there vibing instead of moving.
Yes, like the mantle. So it's like really viscous.
Yeah, but I assume on Earth it's moving, so that's what.
Oh no! It says here, Mars once had a strong magnetic field, like the Earth does now.
Yeah.
It was produced by a dynamo effect from its interior heat, but as the smaller planet cooled, it lost it.
Yeah, so surely heating up the ice caps, add carbon dioxide, greenhouse gases, heat up the core.
Would it though? Because I mean, it's a lot of material to get through to heat it up.
Yeah, it would either take a long time or the atmosphere would just get stripped away too quickly before it heats up.
So just throwing boulders at Mars would not help.
It would need to be.
Who knows, James, until you try it.
Yeah, exactly. You never know until you try it. So why don't we just have a little go?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it cost anything.
No.
It's not like there's any downside.
We wouldn't have this problem if we were in a communist society. Because then everyone has to work. So we'll just mass-produce astronauts.
Mass-produce astronauts? like on a conveyor belt.
Get them in spaceships, get them to the asteroid belt, send them to Mars. Oh, why aren't I a world leader? Oh my God.
You know what I think people should do? Like world leaders and stuff.
Yeah.
If everybody just stopped worrying about fighting and stuff and everybody just shared stuff, a bit like communists, but if everybody just shared and resources and all had a common goal, which is
this is my issue with
space
political leaders. Don't they want to be something? Don't they want to be
they
more
just want to
than
be the best on Earth?
Don't they want to be more than the prick who just wants to get most votes? Like,
I know.
Don't you want to actually be recorded in the history books? Like, come on, don't be gay.
Like, sure, improving countries and stuff is good, but
yeah, but they
why
don't even do that.
All
That's the thing.
Share resources and
if they improve the countries, I'd be fine with them, but they don't even do that.
I know, they're pretty awful.
They are dreadful.
Maybe governmental systems are just flawed. So there's no way that they could.
Maybe
work.
humans are flawed. When are AIs going to take over? Like, come on, hurry up.
Hey, when's Humans 2 coming out?
Yeah, when's God releasing the next DLC?
Yeah, next DLC, yeah.
To be fair, like, when's he gonna write a new Bible? Because he made bare P off the first one.
That's true. Why don't you do it again? Wait, do you have to pay for the Bible? Is that like a cost? Like, if you went to a bookshop, would you have to pay for it? Because that's not very holy.
Who makes Bibles and profits on them?
God.
This is my question. Who owns Bibles?
Because The thing is, if you're gonna sell a book, then you gotta have the publishing rights to what you're selling. So like, do they just like hit up God and be like,
well,
"Can
no,
I sell
it's
your book?"
obviously like the church owns the publishing rights, and then companies like lease it out to publish a Bible.
Right.
Well,
No.
I mean,
so God just like gives it to the church, and they're like, yeah.
Yeah.
So the church are just like the vice presidency.
So
no, that's not the word, is it? It's oh, maybe it is. But yeah, I mean, another thing is the funding to NASA and the US military.
Yeah. So imbalanced. Oh my word.
The stuff that NASA could probably do with the US military budget.
It'd be so cool, wouldn't it? Oh,
Well,
imagine what they come up with. Oh, they come up with so much shizzle.
Yeah, but like...
And then there's Trump that keeps like changing his mind. He's like, explore the moon. No, don't explore the moon, and then explore Mars.
Yeah, he's like,
I can't really
let's make a military force, right? That's what he said. He wants to make a military force, but he doesn't invest any funding in NASA.
Did you see he went to Twitter to like say, I don't know if it was fake or not, but he went to Twitter and asked, I want to make a space military. What should I call it? And loads of people like saying stormtroopers.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Shit like that, yeah.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
But what's the point?
Very imperial.
But what are we fighting?
This is
the
true.
aliens, of course.
Like, there's no wars on Earth. Where are the wars outside of Earth?
What do you mean there are no wars?
There's plenty of wars
What
on
do
Earth.
you mean? There's no, but not at the moment. Who are they fighting?
Yes,
They're self-isolating, actually.
There's bear wars going on.
Which wars are going on, Robbie? That need $740 billion invested in it.
Currently going on.
I don't know, but there's going to be wars in the future, I suppose, is their thinking. So you got to prepare for them by
Iraq conflict,
all of their
Libyan civil war.
They were meant to pull out of Iraq.
Afghanistan still going on.
Mexican drug war.
Yeah, but I don't think
Colombian conflict.
the Mexican drug war isn't fought by the military.
Oh, actually, this might be. What?
The Mexican drug war isn't fought by the military; it's fought by the police force.
Well, no, but how do you know?
The thing is, I think the US's military is mainly for their big stick policy. It's like
no one. It really annoys me.
Fuck with me.
So what? You want us to just like, stop all wars because it annoys you?
Yeah, wars are annoying. Just stop.
I want us to stop investing.
War is cancelled. War rates dropped to 0%.
I want us to stop.
Wait, alright, guys.
Such a massive military.
I'll go ring the president now. I'll be back in about 10 minutes, and I'll come back and wars.
Well, I don't know why I'm making any points because they just get made fun of.
Yeah, I mean, Robbie's this week gone to go and call the president, so the president of the world, not the US. I'm guessing.
Fuck it, I don't care.
So we're 2 guys down.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, Robbie's doing good work.
Because they just get made fun of. So, no.
We're just gonna not talk then.
This makes for an interesting podcast, isn't it?
Yeah, just not talking.
Right. I'm stopping not making points.
Yeah, maybe do that.
So my only issue is, who made it America's job to be Big Stick Boy?
Themselves,
yeah.
Yeah, but
back in
it's so imperialistic. I just
Great Depression. Back in the Great Depression, before World War II, they were still the strongest military, but they didn't have the power they did before. But then when World War II started, they ramped production up, which got them out of the Great Depression extremely quickly, which made them have extreme amounts of money. So they, again, ramped up military and blah, blah, blah. And they just became a dominant force in the world because of that. They just had so much more money than everyone else. Their military was bigger. No one could challenge them. That's what.
Yeah. So my only issue here is, these wars that are going on, most of them were like caused by America.
Oil.
Yeah. So saying that they need this military for these wars is kind of stupid when they're the ones who caused it.
Yeah, but
it is what it
thing
is.
If you win a war, you make the rules. So if you can just assure that you will win.
Yeah, but it is assured that America will win, but their rules just don't work with these Middle Eastern countries that they're going to. Like Iraq, but Middle East in general is so heavily like religious but not with Christianity.
Yeah.
Which means that America, being the big Christian boy that they are, that there's going to be tension there.
Yeah.
So they've got to let them do their thing. Because places like Syria were quite nice places before America came along.
I don't think it was that. It was their government.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I'm sure their government weren't very nice.
No, because it was a civil war, wasn't it? And then America stepped in.
Yeah, but didn't it get much worse after America stepped in?
I have no clue.
This is the point I'm making. Who came in?
I don't know much about history at all.
Not the man who came into school talking about it, but wasn't there like a like a little girl who came in and talked about Syria?
Oh, you mean
yeah,
the refugees?
I think it was in year 11.
They were
refugees made a little talk about it, didn't they?
Back then.
Sorry?
I'm not sure if they talked about it, but it was back then. Yeah, Syria was a civil war.
I'm back.
Hello, back. I'm Dad.
What did the president
say?
Trump sadly has announced that War 2 is going to be released in the next couple of months. So
War 2.
Damn. What about War 3?
Boy.
It's already in early access. So
is he beta testing right now? Can I sign up?
Yeah, you can actually watch it on Twitch for a chance to get a beta key, and then you can play.
Is there any way, because we're like streaming and you're obviously friends with Mr. President, that we could get beta keys?
We'll see if we can get drops enabled.
Yeah.
on our stream.
Get some beta keys for everyone. Heard it here first, folks.
Get your War 2 keys on our stream. What the fuck?
Alright.
Did we got 132 total views? Is that with this?
No, that's all time.
Really? All time?
Streams,
I don't think that it... I don't know if you can reset it or if that's just what it's supposed to say.
I don't know.
Also, what the hell? The title is wrong.
And also, it's not episode 3, it's episode 4.
Everything is so wrong about this.
Yeah, oh my god.
Right,
Shambles.
Because we've only got one viewer and it's Tom. So.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Did anyone post it on?
It says 5 watching now. Does that include us?
I didn't put it on.
There's moderators.
Did none of us do it?
No. Well, if they cared about it that much, they'd come.
Yeah, like we shouldn't be asking for viewers in the Gremlin Grove. Like that's not how. That's not how
because they want to watch.
Yeah, exactly. We shouldn't pressure them into watching. It makes me really. It makes me really sad that includes us. Does that mean that we've only got 2 people watching?
No, we've only got 1.
Well, it says 6 now. So.
Hey.
Oh, does it?
Aiton and Roth. Wow.
Wait, have we got more viewers?
Yeah, we do.
Because how are we meant to improve if no one's watching it? Like.
We need suggestions in the suggestion box, man.
We need suggestions on just how to be better in general.
We're new to this.
We're new to this. So
should we talk about a topic?
Should we talk about blue stars?
Blue stars.
So I was curious earlier. I wanted to know why stars were blue, and
blue shifting solved.
Well, no. But I'm not talking about blue shift or red shift.
Doesn't light reflect blue because of the ocean or something?
What in the sky?
It's more the atmosphere. But
yeah. Why is the sky blue?
Because like the light
gets
reflects
scattered
off
more
stuff and it looks blue.
No, blue light
Because
gets
only the
scattered more
blue
in the
wavelength.
atmosphere.
Yeah, gets.
I see.
Yeah.
One update.
You can fact check me.
I mean, I know, I believe you. So
Searched it
I
before.
don't care that much.
the color of a star comes from its temperature, and the coolest stars are red, and the hottest ones are blue. So if a star's 3 times bigger than the sun, it will appear blue to us.
That's sick.
And how does redshift and blueshift affect it? Does it what happens if you've got a blue star undergoing redshift? Like what happens? It just blacks out. Nothing.
The universe breaks.
Yeah.
Blue light's
Brown
got
star.
more energy.
That
And
doesn't answer my question.
well, no. What I'm saying, their wavelength is a lot shorter. So as the universe expands, that wavelength
Will be stretched out.
So blue turns to red, and red just kind of
Gets more red.
Vibes.
it kind of just vibes.
So
I don't think you can see it on telescopes.
does blue turn to red, or does it go to like a different color? So like,
Well, it depends how far away it is, wouldn't it?
and how fast it's moving.
Yeah.
That's how
How
we
big it is.
did something about the expansion of the universe, wasn't it? You could prove it
Yeah.
with redshift.
I think so.
Also, I figured
But,
that out. We have 2 anonymous viewers, I think. 3
Also,
people with accounts.
Tom,
8.
that I made that. I literally said that. I said it's not the color of the. It's the color of the star, and it's the shift. This is what I'm trying to say. So I want to know why certain stars were blue, but despite redshift and blue shift. Like,
Oh, right.
yeah, because some stars are just blue.
Yeah,
Which is
neutron
what I was-
stars, I think.
Well, or just big stars.
Or are they just white?
I mean,
Oh, no, those are white dwarfs.
Neutron stars.
I
Should we
think they're
talk
white
about them?
dwarfs.
They're really cool.
Yeah, let's talk about stars, because we enjoy
Neutron.
space.
Why does Jimmy Neutron get a star named after him?
Oh.
Why does Jimmy Neutron
It's a
get
TV show.
a subatomic particle named after him?
Neutron. Fuck's sake, Jim. Fuck.
The show wasn't that good. Why does he get a star?
It's pretty
I love
crap.
the
Because
film.
he discovered it.
I
Jimmy
love the
Neutron
film.
isn't a real person, Tom.
Oh, your
Comedy.
fucking AIDS.
I know.
Obviously.
It's pretty.
Should we? So, why do they have the little lights coming out the ends?
What?
Neutron stars.
That's just a picture of a fucking supernova, I think.
They think it'll look cool.
Oh,
it
do you
is.
mean
They're trying to impress the female stars.
So they can mate.
That's what you mate.
No, not supernova. What's it called?
Wow, this is amazing.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it looks
So,
like
but
tails.
why do they have the light coming out?
I don't think
I
they
think
do. I
there's-
think that's just a depiction of the field around them.
But why?
Do you mean
What?
like the plasma things?
But they're coming out both ends.
I think
it
what
looks-
that is
You know what else
is
coming
a
out both
neutron
ends?
star going
You know what
supernova.
I mean?
What?
No.
No, that's not the right sequence.
I can't remember.
Supernova comes before neutron sar.
Does it?
I don't
Yeah,
even- We're probably chatting shit
I
right now.
haven't done.
No. I remember the thing vividly, the flowchart vividly. It goes so you got nebula cloud, then you got protostar, and then you got main
Oh
sequence
yeah, it
star,
does. It does.
and then you've got red giant, and then you've got supernova if it's
giant.
big enough,
Oh,
and then
right,
you've
yeah.
got either black hole or neutron star.
Supernova is a black hole, and if it's not big enough, I think it collapses into a neutron star. I think that's it.
No, I thought it was supernova if it's big enough to go supernova.
I think
And if
that's
it's
when
big
it
enough
turns
to
into a black hole.
It goes black hole. But if it's not big enough to go black hole, but it is big enough to supernova, it goes neutron star.
I'm not sure. I thought neutron stars were just when they collapse, or is that just what supernova is?
It's a beam of electromagnetic radiation emitting from the poles of the star.
Yeah, is it
Why
what's on
do the
Twitch right
poles
now?
Emit... I don't know how
James?
Luke is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, kind
No, I know that's the. I know the little wavy bits around it are the magnetic field. But if you look onto, for example, this one that I'm about to copy and put into the Discord, it's in topics. if you, for example, this, it's got light coming out the ends.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that might be.
I can see the magnetic field as well, but that's not what I mean. I can see the light coming out the ends as well, but why does that come there? Surely, where's the light come from if all the fusion's done?
Do we know that that's what they actually look like?
I think that might just be a depiction.
Why would they draw them like that?
Because it looks cool.
Yeah, it's probably just an artist's depiction, to be honest.
It's like dinosaurs, isn't it? Like, we don't know that they look the way we
Wasn't there, did you see?
Do we have any real pictures of neutron stars? Any real pictures of neutron stars?
But it's like
any real pictures?
I know it's not really on topic, but like Earth,
yeah.
Like, there's never like a full whole picture of Earth because we haven't got a camera that's far enough away. So every photo you see of Earth from space is like photos stitched together. It's not like a whole photo.
Yeah. And also, you'll never get far enough away to even get 50% of the Earth. Then you have to go infinity away.
No, because they took photos when they were on the trip to the moon, didn't they? That's the whole of Earth.
Yeah, but that
hasn't got the whole Earth.
No, that has got the whole Earth in the photo.
Yeah, but you can't from going far away.
Yeah, but the max you could ever get
50,
is 50%, but you'd never get it because you have to get to infinity.
Wait, what?
So,
you know, when you're closer to the Earth, you can only see a smaller portion.
Yes.
It was one of the flat Earthers like things of, oh, why is America the size of the planet in this picture? But yeah. Hold on, let's see if I can find it.
Wait. So is this thing you're saying about you'd have to be infinity away, true?
Yeah. So yeah, it is. I saw
Seriously?
I saw it on a Vsauce video. So, and that obviously means it's true. They are pretty reliable. But so let's say you want to take a photo of half of the Earth.
Yeah.
You would have to go. So let's say you're close to it, right? You can see a portion. You go further out, you can see a bit more of it.
Yeah.
But not quite all of it.
Yeah.
If you go a bit further out, you can see quite a lot of it, but not all of it. And that will happen again and again. You can't see all of it. You can never see 50% ever.
The way I think of it is like
if it's a circle, Robbie.
Yeah.
You to get to that edge, you'd have to. You can't ever get that far away.
I think of it as like a cone. Like, if you're looking, there's a cone that surrounds the Earth, and to get 50% of the world, you'd need a tube, not a cone, because the tube around this. It's hard to explain. I don't know.
I don't know what your point is. I mean, I know what your point is, but I don't know how you
whip over to the next galaxy.
Not far enough.
It's really low quality, but
that's alright. So it's the stream.
Why are you snapping?
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get that.
Look on Twitch. So
feeble mind is being
the picture on the right is taken by a satellite that's closer to Earth. So the countries appear bigger because it's got a lower. You can't see as far around the Earth.
Wait, where is this image? Oh,
Twitch.
Wait.
But what about the colours, man?
What? I'm so confused.
Wait, what is this picture showing?
They're two different pictures taken from one satellite that's really far away and one that's close, but they just completely disregard that flat earthers, and they say that the one on the left is taken in 1972 and the one on the right is 2012, which is true, but that's the only information they're giving, so they're like, oh, the countries must have changed shape.
Yeah.
No.
So they're obviously CGI, and it's obviously not an effective perspective.
Yeah, obviously. It's not like you can distort images in any way. Of course, no one's ever done that.
Wait, but is that picture on the right like a whole picture of the Earth?
What?
Yeah, but it's just
like
closer, so it's just closer, so you can't see as far around the curve. So the countries will appear bigger.
Yeah, I get that.
It's just zoomed out, so it looks like they're the same size.
Yeah, I get that.
That's fucking idiots.
I'm still trying to find. I'm still trying to find a neutron star that's we've actually like seen and taken a picture of.
They're so rare, James.
Are they?
Oh yeah, I think
What? Okay.
I mean, we must have been able to study them somehow. So.
Well, yeah, but you don't have to see them to study them. That's the thing.
I know, but surely you have to have some.
Is there any other picture of neutron stars? Oh, I see. Oh no, yeah, because they're really small, aren't they? They're like 30 kilometers across. Of course,
They're still as bright as a normal sun, though.
Wow.
Well, our sun.
How?
I don't know. No, they're still as bright as
if they're
regular star or something.
If they're done with their fusion ting, how can they ting?
I think that's what it is. How bright are neutron stars?
Very. I'd love it if it says that.
Because they're hot enough to do so.
Oh, yeah, probably just the leftover heat. Yeah.
Same reason any star emits light. The exact process is a kind of nuclear decay.
So, should we talk about wormhole theory?
Okay.
So, I want to know if because did we talk about space time last time?
I don't think so, but we were.
Yeah, because I thought I complained about how they represent it as a 2D model.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah. So, just looking at this article here, I just this is some kind of link with dimensions, right? So
yeah.
Well, wormholes?
No.
Kind of.
Yeah,
time and
kinda.
space.
Yeah, kinda. So, because in this picture here, it's in the article. I'll put it in topics. Like they've got like a little tube going through, like I don't know, the gap. But like, I watched a video on the fourth dimension, and how do they comprehend another dimension? I don't get it.
We can't because we live in a three-dimensional existence. So
I swear the fourth dimension is just time, isn't it?
Yeah. No, some people say it is.
In that case, I mean like the fifth one then, or whatever you mean, because like
what Yu-Gi-Oh! Fight?
Because if you think about it, if you were 2D, right, and someone asked you to
Are we ink?
If you were 2D, right, and someone asked you how to put two lines perpendicular to each other, that'd be easy. But if they asked you to put three, you wouldn't know what to do. Because like if you think about it, so in real life, if you wanted to put like three sticks perpendicular to each other, you'd have one going horizontally flat, one going also horizontally flat, but the other direction, if you know what I mean. That's doing like and one going vertically, right? But if you were on a piece of paper, 2D, you wouldn't be able to do that because you can't go up or down.
So the fourth dimension is adding the fourth perpendicular line.
So I've been thinking about this a lot recently. I just can't. I wish I was a higher being. All right. But yeah, I didn't really have a point. I was just kind of rambling. But yeah, wormhole theory is cool. Do we reckon it could work?
I think there's a chance.
If we're not compressed
can you explain what it actually is, wormhole theory?
Yeah.
Robbie, I'm going to speak to you because I'm comfortable speaking to you.
Hi, James.
Hi, Robbie.
How dare you?
Have you got a job yet?
No.
Got a girlfriend?
No.
You're rubbing salt in his wounds, man.
It hurts. So, jeez. Robbie, you know how space they represent space time as a flat plane.
Sure.
So take a piece of paper.
Is this like teleport? Is this like teleport?
Take a piece of paper, one around you. You must have one near you.
I do.
So let's say you have a dot on the left.
Let me get a pen.
Yeah, get a pen. Right. Let's say you have a dot on the left and a dot on the right, and you want to make those dots touch.
Yep.
Without any folding or whatever, you can bend the paper if you want. To get them to touch, you bend the paper and just touch them there.
Yeah,
you get me? No, not really. You're not actually like pressing it down. Okay. Just like so, you can make those two dots touch by like curving the paper.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty much what a wormhole is. So let's say you could get from A to B one of those dots one to the other without traveling the distance across the page. Yeah. So, that's pretty much what wormhole theory is.
That's how they're represented.
That's how they're represented.
Time.
Yeah, the bending of space-time, like
to
going through them holes.
So why don't we just chuck like a GoPro in the wormhole and see what happens?
Yeah.
There's so many things wrong with that statement.
It was so short, yet so horribly inaccurate.
Why? In theory,
we need to find a space. We need to
GoPro, but like a space GoPro.
Some people think that there's wormholes in black holes.
Oh wait, so we don't know if these actually
lots of people say that, but the thing is, you couldn't ever go through it because you'd be destroyed by the black hole.
Wait, so do we know if these exist?
That's what they. Pardon?
Do we know if these exist?
Well, it's a theory, Robbie. It's a theory.
So, but we've got no proof that they exist.
Well, theory means it being a theory and not a hypothesis means there's some evidence. It's not proven though.
But what is the evidence that they exist? We haven't seen one.
Well, they obviously just use previous theories to elaborate on it. So, like, they use
Hawking radiation might be some sort of
Hawking radiation.
Which comes.
I mean, I haven't read the thing, so.
Do you know what Hawking radiation is, Dylan?
Yeah, I was just wondering how you.
I don't. What is it?
It's basically emission of
by black holes. So you know how particles break into matter and antimatter?
Yes.
And then they just reform like really quickly.
Instantly. Yeah. I saw this on like Kirk's video.
Yeah, exactly. What happens when that happens on the edge of a black hole on the event horizon?
Yeah.
Oh, and it is that when Hawking radiation occurs.
Yes. So the antimatter goes in and the matter gets ejected. So the black hole loses mass because the antimatter's gone into it.
And reacts with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the matter is ejected, so I suppose it somewhat contains information.
Yeah.
The problem with that though is how then there's just free floating like matter. It's not like stable. Because surely you need antimatter. Actually, no, because they form out of nothing. Never mind, disregard that.
I didn't really understand anyway.
There should, people say there should be an equal amount of antimatter to matter.
Why?
But we don't see it.
But I thought antimatter was just like stuff we haven't like discovered yet. You know what I mean?
No, we've made antimatter. We've made antimatter.
Yeah.
I thought it was just a name we gave.
Positrons. Positrons are
given a name
antimatter.
to.
Are they?
Yeah, positrons are antimatter.
Oh.
They're just so volatile because if they react with that, if
any electrons are destroyed, yeah.
So if it touches anything at all, it just fucking destroys it.
Yeah.
Wait, we made that.
Positrons, we have.
Why don't we just?
NASA were going to use them in like reactors to power ships.
How do we store it? Like,
you can't store it. I mean,
so how do we make it?
If I guess you put it in a vacuum. If
you float it in a vacuum.
I think we've mostly seen it.
I guess you probably hold it with an electromagnetic field.
Yeah.
In a vacuum.
Yeah, maybe.
It's
very hard to do.
Yeah.
Why don't we just use that for like bombs? Like drop it on Syria, then just.
It'd be so expensive.
Just drop it on Syria.
And also, how would you get it to Syria?
A vacuum.
Yeah, you'd have to have an electromagnetic vacuum carrying it to Syria, and then get it out of that without.
You'd also need like, when I say significant, I mean it in relative terms. I mean probably less than a gram to make a significant explosion, which would be extremely expensive.
I mean, it's just much easier to use uranium, Robbie.
Yeah.
It's just much easier to blow people up with fission.
Yeah, but it'd be cool.
It would be cool, to be fair.
It would be.
It'd
be the most powerful bomb ever made.
You could go on holiday to like the whole of Syria.
The whole of Syria.
The whole of Syria.
Yeah.
Nice. I would like to talk about like strange matter, exotic matter, and antimatter and stuff.
Dark
matter, but I don't really know anything about it.
Same. It would be an interesting topic, maybe next week.
So, probably learn it in physics.
I can look up. Let's look at strange matter. Let's see. Strange matter. So quark matter. Strange quark.
Yeah, Adam. Not Adam. Angus. Just now you were saying there has to be an equal balance of matter to antimatter.
Yeah.
Matter's just like everything around us at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I think nothing turns into matter and antimatter and then goes back into nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
when I said like is dark matter stuff we haven't like discovered yet?
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure we know it's there. We just can't
identify it.
Yeah.
Like, give it a name and stuff.
Yeah.
Hold on, that's a point. If you had
that's what I meant by antimatter.
A bit of antimatter, right? And held it in an empty space.
Yeah.
What happens when more things start splitting into matter and antimatter in there?
Nothing, because they'd all cancel each other out.
Yeah, I suppose so, because they just cancel.
And even if they cancelled out the original one of them would still be left over.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, because there'll always be one left, right?
Yeah, so it would.
But then again, when you're creating the antimatter, then there's going to be a bit of matter left anyways.
Yeah, also, yeah, how do you...
That's strange, though.
So, what, to get antimatter, would you stop the matter from colliding with it?
I don't think you can. I'm not sure how they did it. It might be something to do with particle colliders.
How do they make positrons? Should we say positrons? I spelled that wrong. Okay. I think antimatter can part of the electron. Can be so positrons can be created by the positron emission radioactive decay. Oh, yeah. Obviously. So.
No, stupid of me.
So so you know when things like radiation, they all they break down, right?
Yeah.
The radioactive decay.
Fission.
Yeah, fission. Obviously, when I don't know, they probably break a like neutron down or something, and they probably break down a proton. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's say when something decayed, let's say the atomic numbers didn't add up to the original one. Maybe that positive charge went into a positron instead of like a proton, and then a neutron was left over. Yeah, get me fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
So I mean, I could always just read more and probably understand it more than make.
We're a bunch of A-level kids. I really don't think we're qualified to be talking about C-level stuff.
Yeah, but it's fun.
It is fun.
It's interesting.
It's PhD though. I mean,
don't expect any like reliable information.
University students.
This is just a discussion.
I might go into physics and astrophysics at university.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking at universities for it. I'm also looking at universities for chemistry. So,
what would you do with astrophysics?
Well, I just know more stuff about astrophysics, wouldn't I?
There's not much you can do with it.
No.
Well, it's just all for the Pudwunk.
There aren't many like. So I looked at the jobs, and there's so many more. Well, so many more jobs that I found with chemistry than there is for physics. I mean, when I looked at physics, it gave me like 3 options. It was like laser boy, theoretical physicist, and practical physicist. Like
you can do engineering.
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess, but forces are fucking boring. Can I just say so? Get enough of that. They are like, come on, think about it. But they're just arrows with numbers saying
you can
5 newtons versus 2 newtons.
You can do nuclear engineering with physics, and you can probably do it with chemistry as well.
When I looked it up, I saw fuck all physics. But when I looked up chemistry jobs, I saw all sorts, like forensic scientists.
You need biology for that.
This, that. Well, but Angus, I guess I could always go back to school. Like, nothing's stopping me from doing A-level biology if I needed to. Because being a forensic scientist sounds fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I feel like it's a lot more boring than you initially expect.
Maybe it's overhyped.
I reckon it would be dead.
Would it not be a recreation of Dexter? Is that what it would not be?
Oh, shut up.
You're comparing a fictional universe.
Yeah, you are
to reality.
comparing a 13-year-old boy who has a laboratory in his house.
No, wrong. No, I mean the other one about the serial killer. You idiots. The other Dexter. There was. I'm talking about the TV show.
Where his sister's a prostitute.
No, where his sister is like kind of a prostitute that works for the police.
On Netflix,
I spoke about this like a few days ago, actually. I need to finish watching it. No, I'm not sure if it is on Netflix. I've got it.
It was on Cartoon Network, I think.
I don't think it was. Not that one. Wrong one.
Not Dexter's.
So, the show I'm talking about is about a forensic scientist who's a serial killer, and he justifies it by only killing other killers.
Yeah, I've seen the first season.
Yeah. But like, is actual forensic science not what he does? I mean, I wouldn't be killing people, but like,
I just think it would be slightly more dead.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot more mundane. It's like when you watch police shows, they only show you the exciting bits. Like,
not
there's
the traffic
paperwork. All the paperwork. You never see them doing the paperwork.
So,
I mean, forensic science these days is mainly just getting samples and putting it in machines. You're not actually going to be doing much other than that.
That sounds so
to be honest. I mean, you might do some fiber work, but
can you become like a forensic detective?
I don't know.
Think?
I mean, you need to be smart to be a detective, James.
Thanks, man. Thanks. I just want some cool job that I feel satisfied with. I don't want to. Like, I mean, theoretical physicist sounds kind of cool, but like, there's a lot of thinking involved. I'm not a big thinker. See, my issue is, I'm really interested in the sciences, and I'm kind of stuck on this path now of science. But like,
you're doing maths, physics, chemistry.
I'm pretty much you're locked in, which I'm fine with. I'm fine with being locked into that, but I'm really fucking dumb. So like, I don't know how I'm going to manage it. Like, I don't know how I'm going to. I don't know how I'm going to deal with life. You know what I mean?
They have just
also,
join me.
Tom Peake, we end when we end.
We end when we end.
Yeah, I used to stick to the hour rule because I'm not getting paid, but I wouldn't be paid anyway. So let's do it. Let's get this break.
We're not getting paid for anything anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So I enjoy the Pudwunk because he can fuck for our
If you don't enjoy it, then
isn't he? Did he come in, type done yet, and then leave?
Oh no, he isn't. I just currently didn't see.
Okay.
How many views do we have? We have 6.
So we did have, I think it was one more topic. I'd see be able to talk about animal ethics. Fuck that.
Animal review.
Yeah, back to animals. No, I was gonna talk about sentience, because on the last podcast you guys told me about how elephants and dolphins were sentient, but I was like, are they really? Like, can they?
Yeah.
It depends on the definition of sentience, which actually I did want to find out. So maybe I will actually look at this article that I put in here. So what is sentience? So, right. Sentience is the ability to receive and react to stimuli consciously by experiencing them from the inside. So, how do we know that dolphins and elephants experience stimuli from the inside?
Because if you stab them, then they go, ow.
Yeah, but so I'm sure a toad is going to do that as well.
Yeah, because they're sentient.
Are they? Do they have big enough brains to be sentient?
Yeah, because
if you pour salt onto a snail, it screams. But
yeah, they're like, damn, that hurts.
Yeah, it does. But
screams internally.
You can see the
sentience is the ability to feel sensations. Well, that's Wikipedia. Never mind. Ignore that.
Yeah, so, but my only issue is, do they have? Is that really thinking?
It depends how you define sentience.
Thinking, yeah, well, can
sentience isn't intelligence.
Can we please have like an actual definition, like of sentience? Definition.
Keep looking, yeah.
Definition.
I mean, what I think it is just anything that can experience something and process it and then have some kind of output.
Problem is,
not a computer though.
If you look for definition of current, it gives you an answer there and then. But if you type in definition of sentience, there's fuck all there.
Well, no, I think it's just like if a man then does something because he thought about it instead of just out of instinct.
Man then thought about it.
Yeah, but even we do stuff out of instinct. This is the thing.
Yeah, but we also do stuff because we think about it.
I've got a philosophical that word question.
Yeah, but that's not helpful though, because philosophy isn't proof.
I know,
can we as a society?
Wait, no, I've got a question there.
Can we all decide that sentience is either this or that? Yes, please.
I got a question to ask though.
Yeah.
So, you know, like computers, we put in an input, it processes it and gives us an output.
Does that mean that it's sentient? Maybe.
It's coded to do this, but so are we. Our DNA codes us to do a specific thing.
This is exactly what I thought when I read that exact same article.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But like, does that mean that we're not sentient? Or the computer is sentient even?
Look, I don't know.
But if computers aren't sentient, then we're not, because we're just coded to process things in a certain way, and is a computer.
Our code's just a little bit more complicated than theirs.
Yeah.
Have you seen the video by Exerbia? I don't know if
I haven't.
any of you
I love
guys
Exerbia. Yeah.
But he did a video called "Why is the milk run out?" and it's just a contemplation on life and whether or not we do have free will. And it's really hard to explain. It's an incredible video, but it's basically saying my milk ran out because the weather was shit, and if we knew if the universe expanded exactly how it did before, would that mean I'm destined to have my milk run out because the weather is shit?
Yeah. This is my thing. Are we set in stone? Because if you isn't the theory about the Big Bang the fact that it's all going to shrink again and it's all going to happen again? Isn't that the theory? So does that mean that this has happened countless times before and will happen countless times again?
Possibly.
So does that mean that all our actions are set in stone? Does that mean that fate does technically exist?
I believe in that, to be honest, because even if you change your future, in the future you've already changed your future, so everything you do is set in stone.
This is where
also,
science clashes with science.
We're not done.
This is where science clashes with science, and the fact that this could all happen again does mean that fate exists. Yeah. So in that case, when scientists say that it doesn't, they're then discounting the Big Bang theory. So it does. It's a mind fuck. Does it mean that we are ink?
I think we're just ink.
There was
a Futurama episode about it. Where they made a time machine but it couldn't go backwards, so they just went far enough forwards that the world ended, then restarted.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I love that series so much.
Or was it the one when they had the microwave?
No, it wasn't that one.
Oh. They had a beer watching the end of the universe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then on the second time around, they shot Hitler and they missed their stop and had to go forward again.
So
incredible.
And then the universe was 1 meter higher for some reason.
Yeah. Yes.
Doesn't mean that Tom says it doesn't mean that the actions people make are the same.
Yeah, I mean, but what if eventually someone will make enough correct actions that they make like a pocket universe or something, and causes the universe to fuck up at some point? So if theoretically that can happen, if it's happened countless of times before, it must have happened. So why is this? Why is this still occurring?
That only depends on if our actions are different every time. Because if our actions are set in stone, when the universe resets, then will our actions be different? Tom in the chat said that if our actions aren't always the same. So wait, he said just because it happens again doesn't mean our actions are the same. But if that were the case, then if theoretically you can
make enough correct actions to make quote unquote a pocket universe, or somehow stop this from happening again, stop this loop.
Are you talking about like a Groundhog Day type thing?
If theoretically that can occur,
kind of,
and because we've had countless
Groundhog
times before this occurring, that must mean that this shouldn't exist. So I think that means that our actions should be the same.
Yeah. I mean, I think it might just go back to like spirituality and the egg. So we're just constantly going in this loop, and every time we loop, everything starts over, and it's just a new opportunity for us to learn again. But we only remember that we've restarted when we're in this, I suppose, parallel universe with the gods.
So Tom's asking, how do we know that it's happened countless times before?
We don't.
We don't. This is the question.
Hold on, but the thing is, time is just another dimension, right?
Yeah.
So, is before even a thing in this? Before the Big Bang is before a thing.
Maybe and the universe just came from nothing.
Tom also asked, how do we know that it's not just the first Big Bang ever? I think that's a really good point. I mean, because we don't actually know if it shrinks again. Yeah, that's just the theory.
What the thing about the Big Bang is that our physics just stops working beyond that point. So there might have been something before it, there might not have been. But the fact that it was so hot and dense, our knowledge of physics just breaks down and we can't understand it. So
I suppose we just have to wait and see.
I can't wait to have a conversation with God when I die and be like, yo, answer some questions, lad.
It will just be like the egg, and maybe we will remember that it's reset multiple times before.
If the egg does occur, I am going to wait until I remember everything.
Yeah.
Just so I can know what command.
Just ask to remain for a bit. Just vibe in the parallel universe until you can remember. Or would they not let you because you wouldn't want to get too... I mean... You wouldn't want to remember all your lifetimes while you're there.
You wouldn't want to remember everything, would you? Because you then get too attached.
Your head would explode.
Well, no.
I mean, you'd forget it afterwards when you're reborn anyway, but...
Yeah. So it would be kind of pointless, but I would want to know... Well, I mean, current James would want to know that. Maybe James, who's lived every life before me, wouldn't. Who knows?
Who knows? Unofficial Faded says... unofficial E-Faded. God isn't real and we killed him. I mean, this is just a theory.
How do we kill God? It's actually a hypothesis.
A hypothesis, yes.
There's no evidence to support this point.
I mean, I was going to say it a game theory, but I thought that would be a bit...
Just a theory.
Yeah. Well, when you say just a theory, that's kind of stupid because it being a theory means it's supported by some kind of scientific evidence.
Big Bang.
It would be better to say just hypothesis.
Yeah,
a game hypothesis.
I mean, they're wrong.
Thanks for watching.
They need to redo all their episodes now.
Yeah.
But no, they have evidence.
Yeah, so that's why it's a theory.
Yeah,
not a hypothesis.
Yes.
Yes.
So, right.
Anyway,
nice.
I think this one's been pretty good. We managed to get 80 minutes out of 3 topics.
Yeah, I think.
And wing it all.
And we won.
It's amazing how much you
won.
can talk about something when Adam, isn't it?
It's amazing, isn't it? It's amazing how nice it's not to be moved on after 5 minutes.
You got to agree, it's very quiet without Mr. Adam.
It is.
It's kind of sad. Everybody pray for Adam.
Yeah, please pray for him, but don't pray for him too much. We don't want him to come back. I'm kidding.
Someone's going to clip it and show it to
you. Why are you bullying Adam?
Shut up, Robbie. You're the cause of it.
I'm joking. I love Adam. I love Adam.
We all love Adam.
What the fuck, man? Where is all this bullshit from? I mean, what happened?
Now Tom's moving us on.
What did I do to you? Oh, right. Anyway, I think this has been a good one.
Yeah.
I've quite enjoyed it.
Thank you for coming to the 4th instalment.
Back to the wanking.
Yeah.
I think it means anything and we're all going to die.
Yep.
I mean, just to sign it off. Don't go yet. My God.
Oh. Oh, he's already gone.
Stupid.
See you, Robbie.
Right,
Dylan,
so,
what's your last point?
I don't know. We just need to sign it off and end the stream before you leave the chat.
I was going to be like on that total bombshell back to wanking.
Yeah, but like, got to sign it off. So, if you have any suggestions, for the love of God, put them in the Twitch suggestion box.
So out of ideas. Oh, Tom Peake said, "Make Vlad top dog." Yes.
The tables have turned. There you go.
How the turntables?
How the turntables?
Right.
But yeah, if you want us to talk about anything other than like space, then get on it because that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, but we're gonna keep talking about space because we like talking about space. So,
yeah, I mean, if you like
unless you want something else, like go on.
Discuss the current situation with our Colombian friend.
Oh, Colombian friend. I beg your pardon. The space one.
Colombian friend.
We'll leave that till next week, whatever the hell that is.
Yeah, we'll leave that till next week. Right. See you guys next week. Don't forget to sign on at 8 p.m.
Watch the VOD on YouTube.
Watch the VOD on YouTube.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.